up, Point Park, Pittsburgh, and further? Welcome back to an all-new episode of Entertainment on Point. I'm Casey Houlihan.
And I'm Wyatt Curry.
And today we have all the latest news on all your favorite music, TV, movies, and more. Let's get things started with our top stories of the week, starting with my man, Jimmy Fallon. The Tonight Show of Jimmy Fallon went viral yet again during an episode featuring former presidential nominee Hillary Clinton and Miley Cyrus. Clinton was on the show promoting her post-election book, What Happened? Of course, Fallon is known for his hilarious thank you writing segment, and following his interview with Clinton, he surprised her by having his female writers come out one by one and write Hillary their own thank you cards. Turns out Fallon has a ton of female writers, and the series of letters ended with Miley Cyrus herself taking the stage to write her own letter. Miley got very emotional and ended up asking Clinton for a hug. Cyrus went on to perform an awesome cover of These Boots Are Made for Walking. Cyrus was on the show promoting her newest album, Younger Now. In a genre normally dominated by men, seeing so many women featured on a late-night show inspired many viewers, making the segment go viral. And no matter what your political opinions are, I think girl power is something we can all get behind. Okay, so I was just randomly sitting, doing homework, and watching The Tonight Show, because I am in love with Jimmy Fallon.
Yes, no, he's perfect.
I really am. If he wasn't married, I would have a plan. I would go to New York, find him, get married. But he's great, and his thank you writing segments?
Yes, they're always so funny.
So normally he only does them on Fridays, but Hillary Clinton was on there, and I guess Jimmy's writers, and he has a ton of female writers, which I'm like, yeah. We're like, we want to do something, because they were huge Hillary supporters, and she was there. And so they all wrote her their own individual notes and handed them to her. And it was really sweet.
That's so
I got
sweet.
really emotional.
I need to go look it up on YouTube ASAP.
You do. I got super emotional, and then Miley Cyrus came out and wrote one, and she could barely talk.
It's Miley Week on Fallon,
yes,
too.
Yes, and I didn't know that, so I was like, why is she there all the time? She gets a whole week. Apparently that's how important she is.
Yes.
No shade, I just don't understand it. But yeah, so she could barely get through her own letter because she was so emotional, and then she hugged her, and it was just, it was a lot of emotion, but good emotion,
good emotion.
Happy crying.
Good
happy
girl
crying.
power emotion.
Yes, so I was so happy because late night, if you look at the history of it, it's a lot of guys, not a lot of women. So it's good to have women featured every now and then.
True.
But, Wyatt, I know you have a story in the music world?
Yes, of course, and it's a little more girl power as well. So this week, I'm bringing you all the latest girl group news and gossip. Over the weekend, Fifth Harmony kicked off their PSA Latin and South American tour. During a stop in Argentina, group member Dinah Jane suffered a slight wardrobe malfunction. Luckily, the group's tour opener, Becky G, known for her hit single Shower, noticed the rip in Dinah's bodysuit and ran on stage. And this is where all the confusion begins. So in this clip from Fifth Harmony fan Camelita Sad's Twitter page, we see security run on stage after Becky G, pulling her off, assuming she's a fan. And Fifth Harmony's clearly a little confused by this fiasco, and they just continue their choreography. Luckily, band member Allie realizes what's happening, brings Becky back on stage, and gives her a round of applause as she ties a shirt around Dinah's waist. Crisis aborted. Props to security, but maybe take a better look at your talent next time. So basically, would you be so embarrassed if you were Becky G?
Yes.
She had just performed on stage
That's
15 minutes
really
before.
Embarrassing. Was the security not watching the show? I'm really confused.
And she came from backstage. Had they not?
That's
I
wild.
Don't know.
I would be so embarrassed and mad a little bit because you're doing your job and you're trying to save the day, and then security just tackles you out of nowhere.
I know, it was so weird. Well, what we didn't get to see in that clip was Becky G tying the shirt around Dinah's waist, and then they kept her on stage to dance a little bit.
So cute.
So it was cute. They covered it really well.
Yeah, that's a good thing that she caught that, though, because then that could have gone viral for the wrong reasons.
Exactly.
Some major wardrobe malfunctions.
Exactly.
So, more women help another woman. That's what I love.
The best kind of news.
The best kind of news.
And that's not all the girl group news I have for you this week. Stay tuned for our new segment, Tea Time Later, where I have some other special girl group gossip.
Yes. And on that note, those are your top headlines in the entertainment world this week. Right after the break, we'll find out who's topping the charts in the music industry this week.
I shouldn't have to pay to walk down the street. Pay with my comfort, my freedom, my peace. Always on guard, on edge, off limits. Don't follow me, don't touch me, don't treat me like I'm yours. I don't need your whistles, your comments, your eyes. I already know I'm a prize. My confidence isn't for sale. Respect me, don't inspect me.
And when people ask us who can join UView, the answer really is anybody, and we mean anybody. Any major, any experience level. Some people, have a lot of experience coming out of high school, and others don't know how to really sit on a couch properly, and that's okay. We're here just to give you the chance to learn and have fun and prepare yourself for the real world. College, after all, it's all about trying new things.
September was a huge month for music releases, so let's toss it over to our EOP reporter, Marley Pinchok, for her insight on what's happening in the music world.
Thanks, Wyatt. This week, 27-year-old rapper Logic continues to rise in the music industry. Logic released his most recent album entitled Everybody, featuring Khalid and Alessia Cara, which includes his #1 song, 1-800-273-8255. According to Billboard, quote, Logic passes Tommy Tatone's #4 peaking classic, 8675309, Jenny, with the #3 spot on the Billboard Hot 100, end quote. This song title is a National Suicide Prevention Lifeline number, and according to CNN, quote, calls to Lifeline increased 50% after Logic performed on the VMAs, end quote. Logic continues to use his platform to inspire individuals who feel lost and give them hope. For 2 straight weeks now, Queen Cardi B's hit new single, Bodak Yellow, remains in the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100, which was previously taken by Taylor Swift, with her new song, Look What You Made Me Do, According to Billboard, quote, Bodak Yellow was the first #1 single on the Hot 100 by an unaccompanied female rapper since Lauryn Hill's 1998 Doo-Wop That Thing, end quote. Rihanna and Taylor Swift both shared their loving support for Cardi B's accomplishment by Rihanna sending her a variety of Fenty Beauty products from her new makeup line, as well as a thoughtful arrangement of flowers from Taylor Swift. Let's send things over to Delaney Bomis for your movie news.
Thank you, Marley. This week in the TV report, we've got everything from what's trending on Twitter to who's leaving a primetime show after 16 years. Up first, you have noticed that the hashtag Austin on Jeopardy trending on Twitter. The classic TV show is known to have a breakout character take the spotlight every now and then, and contestant Austin Rogers stole Twitter's heart with his wacky personality and fearless daily double wagers, at times betting all of his winnings on one answer. But the strategy has certainly paid off. Rogers just won his 7th straight game on Jeopardy and has a total of $278,300, winning the most money in the shortest amount of time in Jeopardy history. Moving on to another television classic, NCIS officially announced that Polly Perrette, known for her character Abby, will be leaving the show. Polly took to Twitter to clear up some rumors surrounding her departure, stating that she's not leaving to start a skin line care, nor is she leaving due to disputes with the network, While she never gave an official reason for her departure, Polly expressed gratitude for getting to play Abby for so long and told fans, quote, I love her as much as you do, unquote. In their own official statement, the executive producer said that they have known about Polly's departure for a while and are planning a special send-off for her character. Those are some of the top stories from the small screen. For EOP, I'm Delaney Bomis. Next, we'll check in with Cole for the latest from the box office.
Thanks, Delaney. Let's take a look at what's playing on the big screen this week. Kingsman: The Golden Circle is not clowning around. The Fox movie has bumped the horror film It from the box office #1 spot after 2 weeks. Now entering its own second week in the #1 spot, The Kingsman has already grossed nearly $193 million. Speaking of Fox Films, Belcher fans rejoice! 20th Century Fox has announced plans for a Bob's Burgers film with a summer 2020 release date. News first broke on the series creator Lauren Bocard's Twitter page, with him stating that the film will be a musical. The series has won 2 Emmys since 2014 and is now one of 2 Fox cartoon series turned into full-length films, with the other being The Simpsons with their 2007 movie. We here at EOP will anxiously be awaiting that release. Back to you on the couch, Casey.
Thanks, Cole. We're going to take another short break, but coming up is our brand new segment, Tea Time, where the EOP team spills the hottest tea and throws all the darkest shade on all your favorite celebrities.
What would you do to create something that could survive 1,000 years? You'd start with a formula, head to the lab, and forge it with fire. Just imagine everything it could do. It could leak pollutants into the soil and water, or it could conserve energy, cut CO2 emissions, and reduce raw material. Recycling is more than cutting waste. Recycling is about the legacy you want to leave. Why on earth would you want to do anything else? Recycle. Don't throw away our chance at survival.
Good evening and welcome to Newsnight. I'm Josh Krupp alongside Jess Paterchak. Tonight we begin with
Mayor is continuing to deal with the challenges the city is facing.
But tomorrow we have just a little bit of cloudiness. We have
off throughout the day with some strong wind gusts. That's going to continue tomorrow. 20
teams have already started talking to free agents. Saturday's partly cloudy, but 70 degrees? Where is the pool at? I mean, come on.
You might have already burned your bracket, ripped it up. I am Royce Jones.
And I'm Casey Houlihan.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. That's your news tonight, Virginia.
UView Television is live here at the Center for Media Innovation with a very exclusive interview with Point Park's Black Diamond, our school mascot. We're taking questions on our social media at UView Television.
Our first question came in from @PointParkU Black Diamond. They want to know, what is one thing you love about Point Park?
UView.
I knew it.
UView's the best.
It is. All right, Alex, you want to read our next question?
Okay, we have another question from Point Park Cab. They're asking, when is the next time you're going to make a surprise appearance at their next event?
He's being coy. Looks like we're going to have to show up.
Yeah,
to
I guess we'll have to see.
All right, that's all we have for right now, but you can submit your own questions at UView Television, and we might read one of yours after the break.
Welcome back to EOP. To finish off this episode, we are sipping and spilling some tea in our new EOP segment, Tea Time. So this week we are welcoming Bree Yule to Tea Time on Entertainment on Point.
Hi.
I'm so excited to have you here.
Yes. I'm so happy for being here. Thanks for having me.
No better person to spill
Yes.
tea with.
So first up in the rumor mill this week, as I alluded to earlier, is that the Pussycat Dolls will be reuniting in 2018. Allegedly, lead singer Nicole Scherzinger, who has had trouble breaking into the music industry as a solo act in the United States, has taken action to try to reunite the girls. We don't know yet if it'll include a full world tour, but apparently the girls do want to release new music. What do we think of this?
I am here for it. I'm here for it.
I'm so excited. I've been a Pussycat Doll fan since I was a little kid.
What's your favorite song?
Oh gosh, what is it? It's not one of the ones, like the main ones. I haven't listened to them in years though.
Yeah,
but
it's been so long.
It's been so long, so like they just get lost in the mix in your playlist, but they're so good.
I'm trying to think of, like, I have a specific song. I have a Girl Power playlist. It's called Girl Power. Judge me as you will. And they're definitely on it. But that's so exciting. Who knew? I mean, I think this is the age of nostalgia and comebacks.
It really, really is. We had that TRL revamp.
Yes.
We have so many different, like, old early 2000 things just coming back.
People are craving nostalgia. Like, people are craving, like, 10 years ago because they don't like the present.
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
I agree.
But how do we think they'll do in this musical landscape? Like, we have other girl groups. We have Fifth Harmony, Little Mix, Are they going to keep up?
I think if they can find a way to make themselves different, like they have to have their own sort of unique aspect. I mean, they've been around, they've been in the industry a lot longer.
True.
So they know what they're doing. I think they just have to find that angle and market it correctly. They need to have a good marketer who understands our generation. And I think they'll be great.
But here's the thing, all these people are coming back, all these bands are coming back.
True.
They're not doing that well.
True.
Yikes.
That's true.
But there's only 2 really big prominent girl groups right now too. So maybe they'll dominate the scene. We need some more girl groups in here.
Don't you wish there was more room for some girl groups?
Ah, there it is. There it is.
Well, Casey, what's your tea time story?
Oh, yes, I'm very excited. Also in the music world, I have some hot tea on our girl, Demi. So to get this whole story, you need to know that Demi Lovato and Nick Jonas have history together, best friends, and they went on tour together, and the tour was called Future Now. And there's a couple songs on Demi Lovato's album that people think is related to their budding relationship. One of them is called
Ruin the Friendship.
Yes. And Ruin the Friendship, she alludes to a cigar smoker, and Nick Jonas is known to smoke cigars.
Yes.
He puts it on Snapchat all the time. And then there's another song with the lyrics, I'm thinking about the future, I'm thinking about the now. What was the name of their tour? Future Now. So that was, I didn't find that. That was E! News. They had a report on it. I can't take credit for it, but I thought those were really good points. And honestly, what's weird for me, if you remember, she dated Joe Jonas.
Oh, yeah.
Brothers.
All these Jonas brothers get around, though. Like,
That's
let's
true.
remember.
Well,
Nick and Miley, Nick and Selena.
Oh, yeah.
Joe and Demi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Here's the thing. When she was with Joe, that was right before her whole realization that she really needed some help.
Yeah.
So their relationship was, I hear, who knows for sure, but I hear it was toxic. And I don't know for sure, but you know, she wasn't in a good mindset.
Yeah.
And it's weird because now it's his like younger brother. Oh, it's spicy. I'm excited.
I'm
about
rooting
it.
for Nemi.
Yes.
Nick
Yes.
and Demi.
Yes.
Nemi,
Yes.
is that what we're calling them?
Have you watched their James Corden carpool karaoke?
Yes, I have.
Their chemistry, on point.
It's cute, yeah.
Yes. So I think we are all in agreement. We're rooting for Nemi.
We're rooting
Oh,
for
100%,
Nemi.
Hashtag
yes.
Nemi.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
We
Hashtag Nemi.
spilled that tea.
We did. We spilled that tea all over the place.
Yes. And that's all the time we have for tea tonight. So thanks for joining us on Tea Time Bree.
Of course.
And thank you to our other EOP reporters tonight, Marley, Cole, and Delaney.
Be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms as well as at Entertainment on Point, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, I'm Casey Houlihan.
And I'm Wyatt Cree.
Bye,
Bye, guys.